2018 Ford Flex. 2018 Ford Flex Review. Despite its age and uncertain future, the Ford Flex remains a sensible way to move many men and women and gear. 3-star overall score. The Ford Flex debuted back 2009 and wasn't fully redesigned since. In car years, the 2018 version from the Flex is proper up against its sell-by date. When it comes to interior planning, quality and available features, the Flex draws newer crossover SUVs and minivans. But aged as it can certainly be, the Flex remains our favorite due to its versatile layout. You can cram lots of people and their stuff in it without breaking a sweat. The Flex can be available with solid turbocharged V6, which gives plenty of power for highway passing or towing. If you're ping for just a 3-row crossover, the Flex continues to be worth an appearance. What's new? The optional rear seat entertainment product is no longer available. Otherwise, the Flex returns unchanged. This will trim as a possible optimal middle ground in the terms of content and price. We also suggest the 202A options package due to the added safety, convenience and luxury features. Trim levels and features. The 2018 Ford Flex is really a large crossover wagon which could seat either 6 or 7 passengers, and it is available in, say, limited trim levels. The standard engine is often a 3.5-litre V6, 287 horsepower, 254 pound-feet of torque. That's paired that has a 6-speed automatic transmission that sends capability to the front wheels. All-wheel drive can be acquired for the limited trims. The limited trim can also be eligible for the turbocharged 3.5-litre V6, 365 horsepower and 350 pounds-feet, with standard all-wheel drive. Standard feature highlights with the SA trim include 17-inch wheels, rear parking sensors, heated side mirrors, rear privacy glass, a keyless entry keypad, an auto-dimming rearview mirror, a leather-wrapped tire, a 6-way power driver's seat, with manual recline, 60-40 split folding second-row seats through an auto-folding passenger side, 50-50 split folding third-row seats, a rearview camera, Bluetooth, a 4.2-inch central monitor, voice controls, and also a 6-speaker stereo audio with a CD player as well as a USB port. This'll adds 18-inch wheels, upgraded brakes, fog lights, keyless entry and ignition, remote start, dual-zone automatic climate control with manual rear controls, wood appearance interior trim, heated front seats, a 10-way power driver seat, with power lumbar adjustment, a 6-way power front passenger seat, with manual lumbar adjustment, as well as the Sync 3 infotainment system having an 8-inch touchscreen, satellite radio, a second USB port and smartphone integration via Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. This'll trim is eligible for that 202A options package, which adds an electric liftgate, blind spot monitoring with rear cross traffic alert, power adjustable pedals, driver seat memory settings, leather upholstery, vinyl for your third row, a 110-volt household power outlet with an upgraded 7-speaker head unit. The range-topping limited trim includes all with the above plus 19-inch wheels, xenon headlights, LED taillights, power folding mirrors, automatic wipers, additional metallic exterior trim, upgraded wood interior trim, ambient interior lighting, a navigation system, optional console, and also a 12-speaker Sony premium speakers with HD radio. The limited trim is eligible for that 301A package that contributes an automatic parallel parking system, adaptive cruise control, forward collision warning, an electricity adjustable and heated tire, a 10-way power front passenger seat, ventilated front seats and power folding third-row seats. Additional option is dependent on trim and will include 20-inch wheels, roof rails, a tour package, a panoramic sunroof, black exterior and interior trim, upgraded leather upholstery and inflatable second-row outboard seat belts. Trim tested. Each vehicle typically also comes in multiple versions which can be fundamentally similar. The S with this review depend on our full test in the 2015 Ford Flex Limited Wagon, Turbo 3.5 liters V6, 6-speed automatic, AWD. Note, since this test was conducted, the existing Ford Flex has brought some minor revisions, such as addition from the latest Sync 3 infotainment interface. Our findings remain broadly applicable to this particular year's Flex, however. Driving. Thanks to its optional 365 horsepower turbocharged V6 and all-wheel drive, the Flex has a lot of power and traction. We're less fond in the steering and braking, however. In general, the Flex just isn't as enjoyable or very easy to drive as some newer rivals. Acceleration. When you are considering acceleration, the Flex can be a solid performer, especially with possible EcoBoost V6. With that engine, the Flex hits 60 in 6.2 seconds, and that is quicker than simply about another crossover or minivan. Braking. The brake pedal features a long travel and practically no feel. The brakes are incredible, however. In our emergency brake test, the Flex stopped from 60 miles per hour in a very respectable to 120 feet. Steering. Like the brakes, the steering imparts little feel and feedback towards the driver. This doesn't impact most routine driving situations, though the lack of feedback if your Flex is driven on unfamiliar winding roads may be disconcerting. Handling. The Flex drives less space-consuming than it looks because doing so doesn't lean approximately taller SUVs if you are going around turns. But it never feels nimble due to the long length, high weight, low grip tires and occasional intrusive stability control system. Driveability. The 6-speed automatic is slow to shift up or down, as well as the V6 engine isn't particularly quick to rev. This powertrain is strong at full throttle but is less impressive in most routine driving situations. Comfort. It's not uncomfortable at all, nevertheless the Flex is dated when compared with more sophisticated rivals. Not only could be the ride louder and busier than we expect, but seat comfort and quietness aren't as well as expected in the class anymore. Seat comfort. The Flex's front seat cushions are flat and featureless. Support for long-distance driving is lacking, plus the short seat bottoms will not be comfortable for taller drivers. The second row has a lot of room to fully stretch, and also the third row is tolerable for average-height adults. Ride comfort. Disappointingly, the Flex rides stiffly over small cracks, specifically when fitted together with the optional 20-inch wheels. There's more jostling of passengers if you're driving on uneven pavement in comparison to other crossovers. Noise and vibration. There's some wind noise on the upright windshield as well as the mirrors, even so the bigger culprits will be the tires plus the EcoBoost V6 engine's grubbly, gasping tone. Interior. If space for stuff and access will be the primary requirements, the Flex remains a most wonderful choice. There's lots of room for rear passengers, too. But the usability in the interior is marred by aggravating touch panel controls. Is useful. While other Fords now employ physical buttons, the older Flex retains the infuriating and oft-accidentally hit touch-sensitive controls for climate and audio functions. Steering wheel buttons take time and effort to use and poorly labeled. Getting in, getting out. The doors open wide, then there is no sill to step over, but high curbs will impede door opening. Seats are neither excessive nor too low. Second row access is evenly easy, and getting to your third row isn't bad. Roominess. There is an abundance of head and legroom, nevertheless the area either to side on the driver feels tight because with the wide center console and bulky door panels. Farther back, your second row feels positively expansive, and third row passengers are going to be fine for any bit. Visibility. Excellent forward visibility, having a good sense where the long hood ends. Rear visibility is enhanced, that has a camera, but even without them we'd really feel backing this up. Large side mirrors provide good coverage. Quality. Our test car exhibited more squeaks, rattles and misaligned panels than we're accustomed to seeing. Materials quality is definitely okay, and it is easily trumped by newer products, including some within Ford's own fleet. Utility. If it's not possible to fit your stuff into a Ford Flex, we have a good chance you've too much stuff. Some SUVs can conduct more using the spec sheet, however the Flex's boxy shape and flat load floor are fantastic in real-world use. Cargo space. The boxy Flexes are really as efficient at carrying cargo as its positively immense wonderful seats, folded yet still quite cavernous with just the next row stowed. With all seats up, the room is short, but it is also deep on account of a minivan-style storage well. Towing. We towed the vehicle on an open trailer and were impressed while using EcoBoost V6's chance to comfortably maintain speed on the grade. Best used for any low-profile trailer or boat, not an enclosed camper that has a lot of air drag and tongue weight. Technology. If there's one area the location where the aging Ford Flex has stayed up to date, Oahu is the infotainment system. The Sync 3 product is significantly much better than previous versions. Audio and navigation. While the Explorer now employs physical buttons, the older Flex retains the infuriating and oft-accidentally hit touch-sensitive controls for climate and audio functions. Steering wheel buttons take time and effort to use and poorly labeled. Long-term road test. To find out more about the Ford Flex in this generation, watch our updates from your full year of living using a 2009 Ford Flex. We cover anything from seat comfort to real-world fuel economy. Please note the 2018 Ford Flex differs from our long-term Flex in relation to its powertrains, exterior revisions and interior features. It's the same generation, though a great number of our observations still apply.